the Riot Podcast. This is the Wednesday, June 7th edition. If you work from home, what would it take to get you to go back into the office full time?
That's a good question. I don't work from home.
Yeah.
But a lot of my friends do, and there's not much that you're getting back in there. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, I think once you taste that sweet, sweet freedom that comes with, that I imagine comes, because I've never done it either, with working from home, I imagine it'd be pretty difficult to win you back into taking your hard-earned time. I guess you didn't hard-earn it, but taking your time and driving into the office and then hanging out with other people that you may or may not want to hang out with and whatever and whatever. Well, I've got one company that's desperately trying to get people to come back to work after they've been working from home. It's Salesforce.
I know Salesforce.
You've heard of Salesforce?
I see somebody who works for Salesforce,
Hey,
oddly enough.
Do they work from home?
I assume so.
This is what they could be getting if they decide to go back to the office then. Salesforce is going to start donating $10 a day to a local charity for employees that come in to the office to actually work in person from June 12th, between June 12th and June 23rd. Is that good enough for you?
No.
It feels kind of crappy to say no, right?
Yes.
That could be like $100 to a charity you care about. I don't know if you get to pick the charity. I assume you do. Otherwise, it's just a horrible offer.
$10 per day.
But it does feel kind of crappy. Like you're still doing the same work. You're still getting paid the same.
You feel better.
But it's also $100 to some cause you care about. However, it also feels super, super lame and cheap.
Yeah, it's 11 days. So it's like, $110.
We wouldn't do it.
Do you want me to like in reality in my life?
Yeah, just be truthful.
You mean be true? No, I wouldn't do it. No chance. I don't even
There's
donate
no
to the, I don't
charity
even donate. I don't even donate to the Ronald McDonald House when I go through the drive-through at McDonald's.
Yeah. You know what? We've said similar things to this, and that actually reminds me that I would hold out on this too, because at the very least, if you're willing to do $10 extra a day, give that to me. I'll give it to the charity myself. Why do you have to do it?
Yeah,
Leave it up to
agree.
me.
I agree with that too.
I don't like when other companies donate for me.
I think
Let me handle it.
Because then you can. I think that what they should do is say, "Hey, we'll give you $10 extra a day," which is essentially nothing. But anyway, you can say either we can give you $10 extra a day, or we can donate to the charity. So you get an option.
Yeah,
Because there's some people that work at Salesforce
right.
that probably make a bunch of money. And they don't need that $10 a day. And they might say, you know what? Donating it to the charity will make me feel better. And then there's other people that are lower on the totem pole that are like, you know what? That covers my lunch. Like, sounds kind of nice.
Is $10. And
I can go out to eat for lunch.
As you mentioned,
Boom.
that's 11 days. It's $110. That's not nothing.
You could convince me. There's a way to convince me to come back into the office is if you give me $10 a day to go out and get Chipotle. To go out and get food for lunch, because at least then I have something I'm looking forward to, which is going out to eat for lunch. Because if I was working from home, I wouldn't.
You do. It is actually a hard slap in the face from reality that $10 a day really would barely even cover you going out to Chipotle for lunch.
It would cover it. I would have to pay $1.55, but that's because I get steak and queso and whatnot.
You
can get McDonald's. You can get whatever you want. Yeah,
you could eat okay at McDonald's, but. Yeah,
you can eat pretty good. You can get a full meal at McDonald's. But think
about this, though. If they were like, if you come into the office, we'll get you McDonald's for lunch every day. Even that would be like, you know what? I kind of think I'd just rather work from home.
It's tough.
That would make it a tough call for me.
I think if they provide
If I was making more money, it would really make it but it wouldn't make it a tough call. I'd be just like, no, I can buy McDonald's myself.
If I would come into the office, if I got to get to eat out every day, I think that could convince me. At least a couple days a week. I would come in a couple days because I like working in person too.
Yeah.
Like I
Sometimes
like it.
You gotta do it.
It's not that hard to convince. Wouldn't be that hard to convince me. I mean, RadioU convinces me to come in here every single day. So
you know what?
I'm not that hard to convince.
You know what? I'll say it. I feel bad for Salesforce. Feel bad for them. For the bosses, the CEOs. They have it tough.
How do they have it tough?
Well, I mean, you kind of had to let people work from home for a while, and that doesn't mean that's what you wanted as a company. And now how are you supposed to get them back? It's a tough spot. Feel bad for these CEOs making millions of dollars. They have to earn it now.
Yeah, I don't feel bad for them.
They have to motivate their employees to do something they don't want to do.
That's what being a leader is, Hudson.
Yeah, I feel bad. I feel bad for them.
I don't feel bad for them.
I don't envy them at all.
I'd trade places with them right now, to be honest. I'd trade places. If my boss came to me and was like, yeah, so your project today is to try to get people to come back and get in the workplace.
Yeah.
I'd say, sounds like a pretty good project. Creative thinking, yes, sure. Let's sit down and have a meeting about it. Maybe we'll offer $10 a day to give to charities. If that's what the solution is to your job, then that sounds like a pretty good job to me, because that's a crappy solution.
All right, coming up in the podcast today, we talk about a guy who is a fair or foul situation with a guy in a parking spot. We also, what else did we get to today? We talk about some of the craziest things people have ordered for room service. I like that one a lot.
That was a good one. I also like the new fashion trend. That was a good one.
Yeah.
You guys are going to love it. If you like tan lines as much as I do, you're going to love this one.
And then coming up tomorrow, it is the return of Choice Champions, where Isaiah and I draft fantasy teams of random stuff, and you decide which one is better. Tomorrow, it's the grossest food edition. I was thinking of the one rule for that is it has to be something you've actually eaten. You can't
something you've tried?
Yeah, you can't pick like fermented shark from Iceland.
That works.
Because we've never had that.
I'm with it.
Yeah, if you've got one you want to make sure we draft tomorrow, 8772 radio. You text it in or leave it in the comments, and we'll catch you next time.
We'll see you guys soon.
You won't hear a show like this anywhere else. And that's probably for the best. The worst of the riot. Radio U.
But first, I've got a new flavor of Coca-Cola coming to store shelves. Actually, any day now. You might be able to go find it. It should be available today. It's called Ultimate Zero Sugar. Although, oddly enough, there will be a full sugar version available as well.
So it's just called Ultimate?
I guess that's just Ultimate.
I think so.
And it is in collaboration with Riot Games. A celebration of League of Legends, the game League of Legends. You ever play that?
I never played it, but I know what it is.
First, I want to let you know. Well, of course, the big question is, what does this thing taste like? And
Ultimate.
I'll tell you what Coca-Cola Ultimate will taste like, or Ultimate Zero Sugar, if that's what you so choose to get. They claim that it tastes like what experience points would taste like.
That's stupid.
You ever played video games and you've been like, I wonder what it tastes like to get experience points if I was to drink them? It tastes like Coca-Cola Ultimate coming to store shelves, to coolers across the country, nationwide. And then I can also tell you that you can get League of Legends rewards, themed rewards, by completing missions in the game. If you get 7 assists in a single game, you can earn the ultimate team play emote. If you earn 12,000 gold in a single game, you can earn the ultimate gains emote.
What's up with all the emotes? Nobody wants emotes.
I think they do want emotes.
No, they don't.
People love to emote.
No, they
it's something
don't.
you can only do in a game.
Yeah, and nobody uses.
You can't emote in real life.
If you want to give someone just a worthless prize in a game, like if you want to be like, hey, here's something that nobody cares about, you give them emotes.
I think
it's like the free version.
You can say that, but have you seen all the money that like Fortnite and League of Legends and all these games make just by getting people to buy dances?
It's different with Fortnite because they actually do the dance. But usually the emotes.
How do you know? You never played League of Legends.
Usually the emotes are just like a little like thumbs up that pops up in a bubble next to your person's face. And that's silly.
Well, what do you want for playing a video game and drinking Coca-Cola? What kind of rewards are you hoping for?
Well, I'm just saying if these are pointless rewards. So they're putting them on this list as if they're giving you like 50,000 coins.
What?
You're not getting 50,000 coins for drinking this ultimate Coca-Cola.
Well,
I'm just trying to help the people out. I don't want them to get all excited.
You clearly don't understand the conversion rate.
You're making them excited, and I'm not. I'm trying to keep them calm here.
I don't think you get the conversion rate. 10,000 coins is worth 1/3 of an emote. So,
yeah, that's too much.
Yeah. Let me tell you the last reward you can get. You can win if you can win a game in under 20 minutes. You earn the ultimate tempo emote.
I don't want the emotes. I don't want the emotes.
You're out of luck. You can either get an emote or you can go try the new Coca-Cola Ultimate flavor.
I want like some punching points or something. Give me like a better move or something.
You don't even know if they punch in this game.
I don't know what they do, but I want something better than an emote because that's pointless. I can't even use it. They can't even use it.
I don't know a ton about League of Legends. If it's like Fortnite, you only get to do the emote like when you win. So you'd never get to do the emote anyways.
No, you're right.
Yeah. It's available Coca-Cola Ultimate until July 18th.
Sick.
Yeah, we should try it.
I was excited about it when I first saw it, and now they've ruined it for me. They've ruined it because they did all this stupid emote
Why
stuff.
does
I don't
the
want the
emote
emotes.
bother you?
Because they're trying to make it like a thing that it's not, and I don't like that.
You don't have to have it.
I don't want to.
Add a little Riot to your Instagram feed. Follow @RadioU Official. The Riot. Radio U.
You ever ordered room service?
I think I have a couple times.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe I ever have.
You've never had room service?
I'm fairly confident I've never had any room service.
I've had it a couple times, I believe, when I was on vacation with my fam. We've ordered it a handful of times, but not very many. We like to go out to eat.
How luxurious does it feel to get room service?
When they just drop it off at your room, it feels pretty grand.
I imagine that feels like the most, like, you're just such a high roller if you can do that.
I think what happened was the few times we've done it, my parents were at like a fancy dinner for like their like company, whatever, that we were at the hotel for. And so my younger brother and I were just in the room. And so I think
you couldn't be trusted on your own.
Yeah, we just had to order the room service. We were little.
So you were basically in jail.
Yeah, exactly.
In a nice jail.
And it was great.
Yeah. I have a list here from hotels.com of the strangest room service requests, because I guess you can just ask for anything. That's so crazy. I don't even know how room service really works.
You gotta make some calls, buddy.
You call the front desk.
Have you ever looked at that menu that's in your room?
Sometimes.
Yeah, that's what the room service is.
Yeah, so but these are people that are clearly going off menu.
Oh yeah, they're just going off the written road here. Looks like
one person who called up the front desk and asked for diet water.
I don't even know what that means.
What does that mean?
Diet water?
How could it be more diet than it already is?
Is that like Smart Water or something?
Is it a brand?
Fiji?
Diet water?
Diet water?
Yeah. Well, that's one. Somebody also asked for boiled bottled water.
Boiled bottled water.
People are very specific how they want their water. Actually, they're not, because diet water is very vague. It doesn't mean anything.
And boiled bottled water seems like so much work for nothing.
Wouldn't that be steam?
It would be steam.
We also had somebody who asked specifically for melted ice cream.
Okay, that's, you know what? I feel like what they could have done there is they could have just had them bring them the ice cream.
And they melt it themselves.
And they just let it sit there for a little bit.
I feel like there was something they wanted to do with that. Like they were making something, or maybe they had like a bag of chips and they wanted to dip it in melted ice cream. Something like that. Like there was probably a good, I can see how there would be a good reason for that.
That's fair. That one's not terrible.
This one makes sense. A rice bowl for your dog.
Okay, yes, your dog doesn't want to eat anything. I get that.
I thought if you drop your dog in water.
No, a rice bowl for your dog.
Try to save it.
No.
Let's see. I've also got, this sounds nice. A giant serving of bison.
A giant serving of bison?
Yeah.
I'm down with that. Bison's
service.
good. You know what? That should be on the menu anyway.
Yeah. I don't know how they wanted that cooked or anything, but I like
That
bison.
doesn't seem that wacky.
That's not that out of the ordinary. Maybe it's just because they called it a giant serving. This one is weird. A blowfish.
Now that's aggressive.
Why would they have it, and what are you going to do with it? Yeah,
are you eating that? You ever had blowfish?
No. I don't imagine there'd be a lot of meat on a blowfish.
Maybe they were like, this is what probably it was. They were somewhere like tropical.
Yeah.
And they were like by the water, and they were like, you guys don't have blowfish? That's ridiculous.
Maybe
they're really trying to delve into the whole vacation thing. Like, we only are eating seafood while we're here. That's all we're doing. We're right by the water. We have to. And they were like, we haven't tried blowfish yet.
Yeah.
They should have it.
They were just trying to think, well, I can't believe we haven't had fish on this trip.
Back there somewhere.
Yeah. Or maybe it's not noted, but maybe it's one of those lamps. They wanted one of those lamps, the blowfish lamps. I'd love to have one of those.
A blowfish lamp.
It might be inhumane or something, but they do look cool. The lamp where you pull the chain and the blowfish.
I mean, yes, I know what you're talking about. Yes.
I didn't know if it was a common thing.
Yes,
or if it's just something in my
I knew
own
what you were
mind.
talking about the first time you said it, let alone the fourth.
Then I will stop explaining it, but it's something that I would like. All right, interesting. You know what? I've got a vacation coming up later this year where maybe I'll make a point to order room service just to see what it's like.
You should.
Yeah.
It feels good when they bring it, and it's kind of like DoorDashing, though. It's not that special anymore. Just DoorDash to your hotel room.
That's right.
The stories you love with the opinions you hate. The Riot Radio U.
What may be a sweet move to some is also rubbing many the wrong way We have a guy on Reddit who's double parked his blue Volkswagen Beetle in the corner spot of what appears to be an apartment complex. And apparently, according to the poster, he does this routinely. The reason being is he double parks. He takes the two spots at once when he gets home from work or whatever it is, because those are the 2 spots with shade. But if he's got a Volkswagen Beetle, he doesn't need 2 spots. The reason he takes the 2 spots is so that he can save one for his wife when she gets back. And so then every day, every time when she returns, then he'll go move his vehicle, and then they get the 2 prime shaded corner parking positions. You be the judge.
I'm against it. I hate it.
Fair, totally foul.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. And the way that he parked it too, until you see the bug taking up those 2 spots. Like if it was like a normal car,
yeah, I was gonna
it would
ask.
even be less egregious.
Okay.
Like it would be better if it wasn't this little bug. And so just to see this tiny little bug, I mean, it's so obvious that he's doing it on purpose. I mean, that would make me so upset. Who are you to decide who gets what spot?
Yeah, why are you so important?
Yeah, exactly.
Or
so
if you were
I'm against
real, if he really wanted, if we're supposed to view this in the sweet way of like, oh, he's saving a good spot for his wife.
No.
Then excuse me, you park your car in the good spot, and then when your wife comes home, you move
go
out.
Find a spot.
She gets the good spot, and you go find some other spot.
Make your way on downtown, buddy.
Maybe you be the judge is a bit aggressive because clearly he's in the wrong here. So question 2 is, how do you get back at him? Because he can't. You got to stop this. You got to put an end to it. Apparently, it's been going on for a long time.
Oh, he's been doing this. Oh, this
isn't a one-time occurrence.
This is
a routine.
You're telling me the people in his apartment complex have stood for this long? Oh,
yeah,
no
they've
way.
let him get away with it. So what do you do to get back at him?
I'm thinking confrontation.
You think so?
Face to face like a man. Yeah. What's wrong with you? Stop doing that. If I'll tell you this much.
I think you can do it more subtly than that, though.
I think if I came home one day and I saw him parked that way, I'd go knock on his door. I'd say, move your car.
You would, huh?
Yes, that would be the only way. I think it's the best way. Because I would say, you're in the wrong. You're not saving the spot. That's not allowed anywhere.
Yeah.
This isn't a thing that you can just do.
I mean, I would say if it was any other car, I'd say, well, you don't know what kind of guy you could be messing with. But it's a Volkswagen Beetle. So
yeah, exactly.
I can't imagine this is some street tough that's going to be opening the door for you.
It's not like I'm looking for a fight. I'm just asking you to move your car and park like a normal person.
I also think there's a lot more passive-aggressive ways you could do this.
You think we like egg the car or something?
The simplest way, because it's at the corner spot, is somebody said if the car next to him just parks at an angle as well, he wouldn't be able to leave.
Ooh.
He'd be stuck there.
That would be the best way. Yes.
Wouldn't that be great?
You should block him in.
Yeah, park him in.
Just block him in.
If we can just make up our own parking situation, I'm making it up that I'm parking behind you.
Mm-hmm.
I am.
Block him in.
Yeah, you're not going anywhere.
Every day.
Yep.
Until you decide not to. I'll park diagonal as well.
Yeah.
I like that.
You could probably rally the whole apartment complex behind that.
And somebody could do it every day, and his wife would have to go find a new parking spot. And then he would stop. I like your idea because I immediately went, maybe we should vandalize his car, Yeah. Egg it,
right.
Bird poop. I don't know. Like those are the first things that came to mind for me. That was good. I'm for that. I like the way that you're thinking.
There we go.
Shows a little bit of creativity.
I'm a solutions-oriented guy, so I've got some good solutions.
If podcast awards were ever a thing, this show wouldn't win any. This is the Worst of the Riot podcast.
Summer is here, and with it, the pressure to get a tan falls on so many people. But I have a new fashion trend that eschews the need to go out and get a tan and still gets you looking nice and fine and calling attention to yourself. I'm seeing people here intentionally giving themselves tan lines without actually tanning. I've got a woman here that will explain to you, if you find her on TikTok, how you can just use tape and makeup to make it look like you've got tan lines, like from a bikini top or something, and without actually sitting out in the sun or even going to a tanning bed.
It works.
Yeah,
it works.
It's believable, isn't it?
It's very believable. I mean, yet again, would have fooled me. I can't tell which of the photos are fake ones and which ones are real ones.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive, isn't it?
It is impressive.
Is this one okay? So what do you think? You like the idea? You like the fake tan line idea, or do you feel lied to?
Oh, I love it.
You love the idea?
I think me, myself, many people, I think tan lines are pretty hot. I'm not going to lie. I think it's a hot thing.
Okay.
And so for me personally, I'm for the tan lines, even if they're fake. That's okay. I'm for it. Same thing as makeup as usual.
Yeah.
I think if you wear makeup and you look good, yet again, I love it. If you look better, you look better. Tan lines, I think, are an attractive feature. If you look better, you just look better. I'm with it.
I like it for a different reason, and that is because I just like a tan. I like to have tan.
I love a good tan.
But you know, we all know this and choose to ignore it to some people choose to ignore it to certain degrees. And that is that tanning isn't actually good for you, right? It's bad. It's bad for your skin, bad for your health overall in the long term. So you can do this and healthily, safely give yourself the illusion. It's like if you give yourself really, really white teeth too, but this is a lot easier than that.
Even easier.
Yeah, way easier.
You can do it automatically. Girls can do it in like 5 minutes.
So simply. So I like that. I like it. It makes it look like you're tan when you're actually not. Here's what I struggle with is that only really women can do this.
Yes, of course.
For a guy, we'd have to.
There's no what.
How would we go about it?
What tan lines do you even want as a man?
Yeah, right. Exactly. The only one I can think of. The only one I can think of is if you gave your face tan lines, but like left little lines where sunglasses would go. That's the only way you can do it.
That's not a hot thing.
No, it's not. That'd be.
You'd look ridiculous.
Women would find that as a big turnoff.
That'd be a huge turnoff. Yeah, I think that'd be a huge turnoff. I would lean against doing that.
That's the only thing I can think of. How else could you pull this off as you or I? How could we pull it off?
You don't have to. We don't have to. That's the point.
We don't have to.
It's one of the many things that we don't have to do as men that women have to do. They don't have to do it, but they can do it.
No, but listen, most people probably objectively think we would look better if we were tan, right?
Yes.
And the same goes for women. But women can fake being tan with this little makeup trick with the tan lines. We can't do it. There's no way we can fake being tan without actually fake tanning.
Yeah, so just go fake tan if you want to be tan.
But that doesn't look the same. It's a lot more work.
What are you talking about? You're saying that it's harder for us? I don't understand. What?
Yeah, there's no simple, easy, quick way for us to fake a tan.
Yeah, Hudson, you can wear makeup if you want to. Just say it. Like, you can wear it. Just wear it.
But I can't give myself a tan line that would have the same effect.
No, you can't. You just have to put on makeup to be tan.
I'd have to like give myself like a wife beater tan up on the shoulders, and then but that would be the closest thing. But that's still a lot more.
Why would you need a tan line? You could just paint yourself tan if you wanted to with the makeup.
I know, but
you don't have to have a tan line to make yourself tan. You could just be tan.
I'm saying that the tan line is a lot simpler than painting your whole body, your whole face, or your whole like upper body or whatever.
Well, they still have to paint everything. They still have to do that.
They just have to paint a little bit and fade it.
Yeah, I guess
it's a lot quicker. This woman, I mean, it's probably like time lapse, but it's a lot quicker than if you had to go through a whole like spray tan. It's just something else.
I'm for it. I think it's hot. I'm with it. You know what? I think it looks good. So, ladies, you can do that if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to.
Yeah, we give it's actually a unanimous thumbs up from the riot. The fake tan lines.
Hudson likes it so much he wants to do it himself.
I do.
For me, I'm not so much into that. I'm not that kind of guy.
Wasn't that a great riot clip? While you're here, you should watch more of our videos and subscribe so you don't miss what we do next.